Hello, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. Today we're reacting to a death battle. I haven't done one of these in a while. The last one I did was Blake versus Mikasa. Um, I honestly don't remember anything from that one. If I'm being honest, it was a long time ago. But today we're doing Tanjiro versus Johnathan Joestar. I heard about this one, and I was like, okay, I think I'll watch it on my own, and I forgot. And then my friend was like, why don't you just react to it? And I was like, sure. As for who's going to win, I have zero idea. I'm a JoJo fan. I still need to finish JoJolion. I need to. I'm like halfway through. But I've seen all the parts. I love JoJo. It's one of my favorite series. And I like Demon Slayer. It's not one of my favorite series, but like I enjoy it. Obviously, like I don't think anyone like really like dislikes Demon Slayer. You know. So yeah, I have zero idea how this is going to go, but I've been drawing comparisons between the two series for a while because like a breathing style that you use to fight vampires who feast on humans and then dissipate and then they disintegrate in light, it's kind of similar. Like it's very similar, at least for like parts 1 and part 2 didn't really have vampires. That was just Dio, I think. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to go. I'm a little bit worried about manga spoilers for Demon Slayer because I am anime only, but like I'm not really too fussed about it, I guess, because I think I've seen a lot of spoilers, honestly. So we'll see how it goes. I'm a big JoJo fan, so like I'm really excited to see how this goes, but I have zero idea because I think it could really go either way depending on like I don't know what upgrades Tanjiro ends up getting. But I honestly don't know. So let's just get into it. Tanjiro versus Johnathan Joestar in 3, 2, 1.
Mad, but I pushed some buttons in your lab and now I'm in cyberspace. Looking for that elusive dislike button.
Okay, I kind of remember these guys. I think they're like the commentators or whatever.
This is crazy. Did you know the Death Battle channel offers memberships for less than $3? I know, it's a steal.
The last and only death battle I did was Blake versus Mikasa, and that was I don't even know how long ago. So almost a year maybe. So like it's been a while. But I'm a huge Ruby fan. So like of course I know Rooster Teeth and stuff.
Tanjiro Kamado, the sun-breathing demon slayer swordsman.
Johnathan Joestar, the very first JoJo who ever Jojed.
These two anime monster hunters are as deadly with a blade as they are infinitely good-natured.
But don't cross them.
Yeah, and they're personality-wise, they're really similar too.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
And they both have swords too. But
Japan, an era of
the thing is,
progress in imperial
Tanjiro would probably be better
but
sword-wise
this
though.
empire had a sickness, a rot at its core.
I assume this is just like getting to know the characters.
This race of superhuman cannibals originated from one being, their all-powerful progenitor, Muzan Kibutsuji.
Who spent his evenings slaughtering families and eating them, including the Kamado clan.
Though one of them fatefully survived, the eldest son, Tanjiro.
Well, the good news is your sister Nezuko is alive too. Bad news is she's a demon now, so sorry, champ.
I swear to God though, if how Tanjiro wins is if like Nezuko helps. I wouldn't like that. I really hope they don't do that.
Once and for all.
So he joined the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret group of badass demon hunters with badass swords. Forged from a unique sunlight-absorbing ore, the Nichiren blade is one of the only weapons that can decapitate a demon and end their unholy existence for good. Especially when combined with the Slayer's
it's kind of similar to JoJo too, so.
It isn't katana magic. Okay, well it's totally katana magic, but that's not what it's called.
Yeah, it's breathing, which is so lame. Anybody can do that.
It's cool. The breathing's cool.
The use of breathing is crucial to real-life martial arts. Deeper breaths massage the organs below the diaphragm, relaxing your body and lowering its energy requirement, while simultaneously giving you more energy to use.
Tanjiro mastered this breathing shit so well, he could do it in his sleep, literally 24/7.
This is total concentration breathing, a technique developed by the Demon Slayers in order to massively increase their physical
See-through world? What is that?
Foes. Through the measured intake of oxygen,
Am I supposed to know what that is? I don't.
Reactions, and even manipulate the flow of their blood. This can help in slowing down poisons or speeding up the coagulation of wounds.
Which means he can use it to quickly recover in case of injury or fatigue. And Demon Slayers can combine their breathing with their blades for, well, katana magic.
Each breathing style is
I mean, technically it's not, because the creator said that it doesn't actually, like, it's just like for effect. It doesn't really like, do anything, like all like the effects and stuff, like the water and the lightning, but like it was real to me, you know? Yeah, they just said it, yeah.
Genius in combat, able to discern an opponent's weaknesses and exploit them in the heat of the moment.
But the creator did say that it was just for aesthetic, though.
In his very blood.
Because it was. Hundreds of years ago, the creator of the very first breathing style taught this knowledge to Tanjiro's ancestors.
I figured that, yeah.
Tanjiro himself.
This was the dance of the fire god.
That was kind of a spoiler, but like I assume that, so. Water breathing and sun breathing, yeah.
Slow a demon's healing factor and can turn into a wicked fire dragon.
Sun breathing increases Tanjiro's speed and power, but at a cost.
That's cool.
It will quickly tire him out, and overuse could severely debilitate him.
Which can also turn on this really distracting birthmark on his forehead.
Through intense
That's true, though.
This Demon Slayer mark, which boosts his already crazy strength and speed even further.
And gives him access to the see-through world. Basically, it slows down time for Tanjiro and gives him X-ray vision.
Oh, okay.
Such a precise understanding of his opponent's
That makes sense, okay.
Predict their future actions, sort of like a spider sense. He can even do the same with just his sense of smell. No Demon Slayer mark needed. Not only can his nose detect people from hundreds of yards away, it lets him find an opponent's opening in battle even easier than before.
You'd think being an anime swordsman would make Tanjiro even edgier than his blade, but he's basically the group.
Their commentary, though.
Little cherub sweetness matched only by his raw badassery.
Tanjiro is tough enough to survive being stabbed in the stomach, fast enough to dodge
Ad.
lightning, and strong enough to slice through and derail a literal demon train.
That demon turned himself into a train, Wiz. Funny as
I
shit
just
I've
looked
ever
at defeated. I'm like, okay, yeah, pay no mind, but we assume.
Giant ice statue in only a few seconds. That takes a lot of energy.
And Tanjiro's managed to keep up with similarly powerful demons like Hantengu, Akaza, and eventually the strongest of them all, Muzan himself.
With the help of his friends, of course.
It would take all their efforts and countless sacrifices, but Tanjiro and the Demon Slayers would continue to fight to realize their dream of a world that is safe for humanity. And
cool.
Whatever Inosuke is.
Yeah. Now on to JoJo's, where there's no spoilers, hopefully.
England, an infamously shit-tastic time to be alive.
Whether you were a lowly street rat or a wealthy noble. Okay, well, that last one probably wasn't so bad.
That is, unless your dad, in all his infinite wisdom, decided to adopt the single greatest asshole in human
Yep.
history and make him your brother. That'd make you one unlucky schmuck.
That would make you Johnathan Joestar.
Hadn't you heard, Wiz? Everybody just
I need to
knows
go
it
back
was
to part
JoJo.
1, like the earlier parts. I need to like read. I want to rewatch JoJo or something.
Dio dedicated his life to breaking Jonathan emotionally, turning him into a docile puppet.
Likes
But
Danny,
after being
Arino,
bullied,
Dio,
beaten,
but it's
and
complicated.
slowly traumatized, something awakened deep in Jonathan's heart. The
That's
raging
funny.
fire of a gentleman.
I don't think beating the living piss out of Dio was gentle, but it sure was satisfying. Too bad it didn't last forever, because only a few years later, Dio got his revenge when he turned into a vampire and killed Papa Joestar. Classic Dio.
With
Classic
bent on
Dio,
world
yeah.
Domination. Jonathan would need more than his righteous fist to save the day.
Yeah, he needed a creepy floating Italian man that punches frogs with the power of the sun.
It wasn't just any creepy floating Italian man. It was Will Antonio Zeppeli, a practitioner of Haman, an ancient martial art designed specifically to do battle against vampires like Dio. Through their breath, Haman users can
Pretty
blast
cool.
a hot electric ripple out of their bodies and flood it into their opponents. Huh.
That's what Haman means in English. The ripple. Man, if I had a nickel for every anime protagonist who killed monsters with the power of breathing, well, that'd be 2 nickels. But let's agree, it's weird that it happened twice.
Haman
I know. I was thinking the same thing when I was watching. I watched JoJo first, I think. So
in order to fight Dio, Zeppeli taught Jonathan everything he knew.
Like the zoom punch. Punch, where Johnathan stretches his arm and punches an opponent from far away like he chomped on a gum fruit. He does this by using the ripple to dull the pain of dislocating his shoulder before snapping it back. That might sound crazy, but there are real-life examples of breathing basically giving people superpowers.
Like the Dutch adventurer Wim Hof, who can survive being nearly totally submerged in ice water for almost 2 hours. Through forced exhalation, Hof drops his oxygen levels in order to supercharge his body's thermoregulation and release
Cool.
euphoric
I've heard about
chemicals
him,
to
I
numb the
think.
pain, just like the Zoom Punch.
Fun is basically just like the Eastern idea of chi. Voila! Which is circulated through the body by, what else? Breathing. And just like chi, it can do lots of crazy shit.
Like walking on water, magnetizing plants, or controlling an enemy's muscles. It can even be transferred through solid surfaces like metal.
And he can
Yeah,
catch his fists on fire
Hammond
and
just
slam
works.
senseless with
There's
his
not
knife.
really any like big explanation or like set rules. It just
It'll
does.
leave any monster
But like it's
smiling
JoJo, so like, you know.
Uh-huh. Johnathan took these skills as he, Zeppeli, and the definitely not just there for exposition Speedwagon invaded Dio's domain.
I mean, don't you
against
dare
an
insult
army of
Speedwagon though.
bloodthirsty zombies.
Like,
including Dio's great
Speedwagon.
monsters, Rupert and Tarkus. Tarkus was strong enough to rip entire boulders out of the ground and slice through a cliff with one swing. He can even snap JoJo's neck and cut our old pal Zeppeli in half. Rest in peace.
Oh no,
floating
I've been
Italian
impaled.
man. Sorry you had to be born the mentor. Hope none of your relatives die horrifying deaths too.
Before succumbing, Zeppeli's last act was to pass his ripple onto Johnathan, not only allowing him to heal his own broken neck, but also combine their energies together.
And making JoJo strong enough to cut through Tarkus's giant arm. Not with his nifty new sword, Pluck. With his bare, goddamn
Pluck, yeah.
With this power boost, Johnathan faced Dio once and for all, and fisted him with his raging hot ripple.
Fisted him.
Wait,
Now, Fisted Dio was pretty impressive.
The
Considering
choice of
Dio
words
can
there, but
fight
like, okay.
faster than light stands like Star Platinum. Hell, even other ripple users like Joseph can dodge beams of light too.
but more than his strength or speed, or even Haman, Jonathan's greatest strength was always his intelligence and unstoppable determination. It was that burning
Yeah, he has
drive
been
for
really. I
justice.
mean, all JoJo protagonists are really intelligent, though. Another ad. But
that defeated Dio all those years ago, and the same one that defeated him again. But this victory was bittersweet.
He may be built like a brick shithouse, but Jonathan's got the personality of a golden retriever. Even after everything Dio did to him, all the lies and abuse and dad murder, Jonathan still loved him like a brother, and still cried those hot, wet 80s man-made tears.
Even after Dio returned on Jonathan's wedding night to murder him and steal his body, Jonathan sacrificed himself so his wife and unborn child could escape. But he did not die in vain. His bloodline would continue throughout the ages, spawning a line of illustrious and bizarre heroes who would crush Dio's plans and save the universe.
And they all had one thing in common, his name, JoJo.
I do wish they kind of kept Hammond like a little bit, like to some extent. But it is what it is, I guess.
All right, combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
So who's gonna win? Because I have zero idea.
Episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
Ad.
Apple.
Okay.
For most of us, learning a second language in high school or college wasn't exactly a high point in our academic career.
I don't know what you're talking about, Wiz. Those years I spent learning Klingon.
I'm gonna keep this in because like I'm reacting to it in full, so like I should like keep the ad in, I guess. But I think that's like just for how good Rooster Teeth is with that kind of stuff. It's good to just keep it in as like a courtesy, I guess.
Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you'll actually use in the real world.
Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go, and you can choose
Like
from 14
SpongeBob
different
OST in the background.
Spanish, French, Italian, and German.
Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent.
There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee.
Right now, save up to 60% off your subscription
Cool.
when you go to babbel.com/deathbattle.
I think
That's babbel.com.
I used it years ago, I
for
think,
up to
but I
60%
haven't
off
used
your
it, you know.
subscription. Babbel, language for life.
Step aside. I've sworn.
Oh, cool, the PNGs or whatever. The pixel art, I guess.
I don't know who you are, but you better leave her alone. You poor wretch, shackled by the chains of this harpy's insidious mind control. On my honor, as a gentleman, I will free you.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Did you bump your head?
It's kind of cool, like the pixel art. I haven't seen one of these that are like that.
Concentration. Most unorthodox. You fight with valor, noble swordsman, but I know the burning passion of my heart will carry me through.
He's kind of adorable. Like a puppy. I wonder if he has a
What is? Does Tanjiro narrate like that? I don't remember.
You're mine.
I mean, for what it's worth, the animation's actually really good.
Valiant footwork.
He picks up a tree because he can do that, you know? But now Tanjiro's going to be a little bit drained from using it.
Incredible. You could teach me a thing or two.
Okay. Its Hammond is like pretty good regenerative, but like when it comes to like the breathing techniques,
That means I know how to stop him.
it's literally just like delaying it, you know?
He's focusing on my neck. Does he know? Metal silver
Okay. Flame sword. Cool. No, pluck! Is he actually going to? The string broke.
2 inches off. Did he dodge?
Ooh. I honestly thought that Tanjiro had won there for a second, but
She's my sister.
bro, you still have a sword in you.
My honor as a gentleman, I will protect her with my life.
So Johnathan won. Johnathan won. I actually wasn't sure how it would go.
I'm not crying. I'm only crying really hard. Holy shit.
They actually had like plot for it though, which is kind of funny.
Tanjiro did initially seem to have more advantages in this battle.
Yeah, Tanjiro I thought
Sure,
would won because he was
he's been
going
training for
pretty.
way longer than Johnathan, and with way more experienced teachers.
That too, because he trained for like 2 whole years, not 2 weeks.
While Jonathan's ripple training was less than a month.
Tanjiro was obviously a superior swordsman with a variety of powerful techniques and katana magic.
Yeah, because I said that. Tanjiro better swordsman, but
That's where the advantages stop. Sure, Johnathan wasn't a natural swordsman, but he more than made up for it in hand-to-hand combat, while Tanjiro was pretty much out of options without a blade.
yeah,
Jonathan
that
also
too.
had an edge in strength. Comparing Tanjiro to Doma
Even if
and
we
Jojo
apply
to
kinetic
targets,
energy,
Jonathan
the
was
results
over
would still be
twice
inferior to
as
those of major
strong
JoJo
and
feats that
more
Jonathan
controlling
scales
of
to,
powerful moves.
such as Jolene
Jonathan
deflecting
did the
meteorites,
same
yeah.
with Dio.
He was way faster, too. While Tanjiro and his pals could dodge lightning, we can compare Johnathan to other ripple users like Joseph, who could dodge light, which is over 3,000 times faster.
Yeah,
That might seem
true.
crazy, but in Part 3, Dio was able to keep up with stands like Star Platinum, which can move faster than light. Dio did this on his own, and that was while using Jonathan's body.
Even with multiple ways to predict Jonathan's movements and see the flow of his ripple with X-ray vision, Tanjiro would not have been fast enough to keep up.
Especially with the ripple backing him up. Sure, the water and fire Tanjiro generates is impressive, but Johnathan was tough enough to power through it. Tanjiro, though,
Yeah,
had no
Jonathan.
idea
Yeah,
when to get
I literally just said that. Jonathan's Hamon breathing or healing was also superior because Tanjiro could merely just slow it down. Like he could like clot it and like maybe make it stop and slow down, but Jonathan can actually like heal. You know?
directly messing with his organs.
Such as manipulating his muscles like a puppeteer, or directly shutting off his brain or heart. Something other Ripple users have done to ordinary humans with a single zap. And Johnathan had the opportunity to do this literally every time Tanjiro blocked his blade.
Sure, Tanjiro could recover himself with the breath, but that'd be a breath spent healing.
Okay, let's go through this. Tanjiro had superior training, experience, and skill, and see-through world will discover Hamen. Okay, yeah, cool. But was slower and weaker, Nichiren Blade would conduct Hamen, and sun breathing takes a physical toll. Yeah, exactly. But then Johnathan, slightly faster and slightly stronger, Hamen, more versatility, better unarmed combat, and potential insta-kill. But he's a less skilled swordsman. So he started with the sword and it was kind of dumb. He should have just gone straight to hand, but...
JoJo's Hamon had no such drawback.
Which meant that JoJo could keep fighting for as long as he needed to.
Tanjiro was never going to go down easy, but Jonathan's speed...
Yeah, now that I like think about it, like fully, even without like this like cool animation, whatever, Johnathan would have won. So, yeah. That's kind of cool though. This was a really cool death battle.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next
Cool.
matchup.
I don't know who you are. You look familiar. Most of my Rooster Teeth knowledge is through Ruby. But cool. Thank you for the death battle. That was really cool, actually. I gave most of my commentary during it, but I really liked it. But two series that I really like. I liked JoJo a lot more than I like Demon Slayer. Honestly, if I'm being honest, don't cancel me for this, but Demon Slayer, I watch it, it's not one of my favorites. Like, even though like it has good characters, it has a good plot, it has like good, amazing animation, it's not one of my favorites, which is weird. But yeah, yeah, overall really cool death battle. Johnathan won. I actually should have seen it coming. Now that I forgot a lot of the Hamen stuff, if I'm being honest. I need to go back and rewatch JoJo at some point. But yeah, really cool. But yeah, this has been it for the death battle. Let me know if there's any like ones I missed, because I know there's like right there's like Dio versus Alucard. But I don't know who Alucard is. So like, I mean, it says he's from Hellsing, but like I don't know what the Hellsing is. So yeah, so like I don't do death battles that often because like I never know what the character is. But they do explain it, so maybe I should. I don't know. And I'm mostly completely blind in like pretty much every single death battle. So like if there's any ones that like I should be watching for like series that you guys know I'm into, let me know, because like I might do more of these more often, but like no promises obviously. But yeah, this has been fun. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and bye.